nothing left for me to get. Jesus has my heart and soul. Yes, God is in control. No worry and no regrets. I want my day to last as long as a day can be. It's a good day since God saved me. And his child, he'll not forget. I'm ready for the sunset. And his child, he'll not forget. I'm ready for the sunset.
I'd like to welcome everybody to Sunday school. We woke up this morning just thankful for my family, for my church. What a blessing it is to see the kids sing and hear them. It seems like we've been really busy here lately and life's just hectic, but I'm just thankful that we can come to church and leave everything out and just be able to serve God. We're going to ask Mike to dismiss this Sunday school.
Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for the opportunity, Lord, to be in Sunday school this morning. Lord, we thank you for the little songs that children sing, and for Brother Barry, Lord, all the work he does for him. Lord, we just pray you bless this Sunday school lesson. Lord, last word about your word. Lord, we pray for the service to come. Lord, that you bless the preaching. Let the gospel go out to the ones among us, lost and undone. These things we ask in Jesus' name we pray.
You all pray for me. We have a handful of Sunday school teachers, and couldn't get none of them to do it, so it fell my lot this morning. But I've enjoyed studying this, and probably studied a little more than I usually do. But this is a good lesson. There's a lot in it. Y'all just pray, and if anybody's got anything at all, just please jump in there and help me out. So I thought about doing this. I guess my main thought was I just want to be real careful standing in this pulpit. I want to make sure my thoughts and what the Lord's given me on this lines up, and I don't want to say nothing that's out of line. So we'll get started on this. And again, if anybody's got anything, please feel free. Title on this lesson is An Eternal Hope, and I looked up both those words, and eternal, I'm sure everybody, feels like they know what that is, but there's no beginning or end. It's forever. And hope was feeling what is wanted that can be had, believe or trust in something. And kind of the thought I had on that, just the title on that lesson was, I think we all sometimes we use the phrase hope, but I thought for my eternity, I'm not hoping. I know where my eternal destination is. And I thought of that song, Ant and them sing, I have a hope. There's a good meaning in that word, but I just felt like for me, I know it's not a hope. But we'll get into this lesson. As I went through it, I felt there's a lot of comparisons to the way I looked at it to the flesh and the spirit. A lot of these verses in here are just going back and forth, comparing one thing to the other. But we're in 2 Corinthians 4. We're starting at verse 16. For which cause we faint not, but though our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day. Just the thought I had on that, they're comparing the outward man to the inward man. I think everybody here, understands there's two of us, and they struggle with each other every day. This outward man. Another thought I had here is I'll go with this. The flesh, we're getting older every day. The flesh, the longer we live, it, for lack of a better term, falls apart on us. As we get older, things hurt. We don't move as fast as we used to. But the inward man is renewed day by day. My salvation's new every day. And if you'll have it, it gets better every day. The older I've gotten, you realize what you have and the more precious it is to you. But 17, for our light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh for us far more exceeding an eternal weight of glory. That light affliction is just, a few days I'm full of trouble. What we have here, something that come to me was Brent Hunter preached, and it's something I knew, but when he preached it just stuck to me that no matter what we go through in this life, as many troubles and trials as we have, we're going to heaven. We've got the victory. We're going to go through things here, but come time when this life's over, we're going to heaven, and it doesn't get any better than that. So, verse 18, while we look not at the things which are seen, but the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal. And there's some of them comparisons again, things seen and not seen, and temporal and eternal. Again, that goes back to the flesh and the spirit, where we get caught up. I know I do. Where it seems like we're more focused on the things of the flesh than we should be, and not giving enough attention to the things of the spirit. But that's just how life is for us sometimes, and we try not to be that way, but I guess that's just how life is. But when we can get on that spiritual side and stay there, that's where our happiness is at. So that's the end of chapter 4, and go over to chapter 5, verse number 1. For we know that if our earthly house of this tabernacle were dissolved, we have a building of God, an house made with hands, eternal in the heavens. I looked up tabernacle. Again, that's one of them words, I feel like I knew what it was, but it's a house of worship. when the Israelites were wandering in the wilderness, that was a portable sanctuary they used. And then I got back to, that was a temporary sanctuary. It's not permanent, and that's, again, that's where we're at now. That's a temporary home for us. It's not our permanent home. It says we're going to a house not made with hands, eternal in the heavens. Verse number 2, for in this we groan earnestly, desiring to be clothed with our house which is from heaven. It says desiring, well, that goes back to that hope. And sometimes, I guess when we think about it, I'm sure everybody's been there. Sometimes we get that desire to just go on and be home. We all can't wait to get there, but I'm sure we all want to be here as long as we can too. Sometimes when we think about it, we just, I'm just going to tell you how I feel. I mean, you just get that desire to go sometimes, but you think about people you like to see get saved, and you don't want time. You don't want God to shut the door on that yet. I don't suppose that's ever going to go away till He just comes. The Bible tells us, unfortunately, more people are going to hell than heaven, but I hope it's only one or two more. But that's just how it is. Verse 3, if so being clothed, we shall not be found naked. For we that are in this tabernacle do groan, being burdened, not for that we would be unclothed, but clothed, upon that mortality might be swallowed up of life. Verse 5, now he that hath wrought us for the selfsame thing is God, who also has given to us the earnest of the Spirit. Six is, therefore we are always confident, knowing that whilst we were at home in the body, we are absent from the Lord. I really don't have a lot on those verses. If anybody's got anything, I'd gladly take any thoughts anybody has, but
be with the Lord, and the older you get, you're young. The older you get, the more you will really realize that too. You get toward the end of your life and you think, the most of my life is gone. I mean, if you had a timeline here, my timeline's here, and I've probably got this much left on this side of the river. Sometimes I just long to go on, but like you, I've got people that I want to see saved and that I want to be able to pray for and that I want to worship with. This life still holds a lot for me, but I would be so thankful to go to the long home, our long home that God talks about, where we'll be cloaked upon with no more sorrow, no more pain, no more grieving, no more heartaches. And that's what this is saying to me. It's just given me a promise. This is what you're getting. This is what you're getting. This is where you're going. This is what I've given you. When He saved my soul, that's what He gave me.
Yeah.
That desire, and this is talking about that desire. You groan sometimes in this life. You just groan, Lord. I'm tired, and people get sick, and they get diseases, and they get to their end of their life, and they want to go on home.
yeah.
And so I'm thankful that I have that long home to go to. I love this side of the river, but I'm wanting for that side.
Yeah. Appreciate that.
Seemed like I was thinking when you read that first verse, it's life, it's like a race, which it is a race. But the flesh is racing to go back to the dust from whence
Yeah,
The spiritual parts are going toward heaven,
Yeah.
you know. It's a battle between the two of them, you know.
Yeah.
Which one's gonna get there first?
yeah. Yeah, that's probably the biggest thing I got out of this lesson. I wrote it down, a lot of them, just all the comparisons from the flesh and the spirit. Just, like you said, they're wanting to go opposite directions all the time. It's a battle. But, yeah, I guess, going back to Linda's comment, you know, most of us probably feel if you make it to 100 years old, that's a pretty good lifespan. I'm 44, Linda, so I feel like I'm about halfway there. But, yeah, as you go on, your perspective on a lot of them, almost everything changes, except here. It gets better, but, your perspective on what you have, it doesn't change, but it gets better. Anybody else have anything? I appreciate those comments. Yeah,
When I'm done using this one, I got another to move into.
yeah,
Well, I'm glad that's a real thing. I know it's true and it's my spiritual hope. I thank the Lord.
yeah. Anybody else got any thoughts? Again, I appreciate all the comments. I feel like I'm kind of getting through this thing kind of fast, but we'll just keep going here.
Done good.
I think I read 6 already, but I'll start there again. Therefore, we are always confident knowing that whilst we are at home in the body, we are absent from the Lord. For we walk by faith, not by sight. I'll go ahead and read number 8. We are confident, I say, willing rather to be absent from the body than to be present with the Lord. Wherefore we labor that whether present or absent, we may be accepted of him. For we must all appear before judgment seat of Christ, that everyone may receive the things done in his body according to that he hath done, whether it be good or bad. Again, I'm sorry, I don't have a lot on that. If somebody's got some thoughts on that, yeah.
We walk down here. This body waiting for that time to move on out. We're judged day by day for what we do for the Lord. When he's talking down here, we must appear before the judgment seat of Christ. And we do that every day.
Yeah,
And that every one may receive the things done in the body. If I live for the Lord, try to follow him, I'm gonna get a blessing. But if I don't live for the Lord, that blessing's not there.
yeah,
And so that's part of that judgment. And according hath he has done, whether it be good or bad. So we need to, as we're going down here and we're going through life and getting ready to leave this world one of these days, I'm like one old preacher said, I'd like my last days to be the best.
yeah,
And but if it's going to be, we have to keep focused on the Lord like you've been teaching.
yeah. Yeah, the best life we're ever gonna live is right here. You get out people get out in the world, and the world paints a pretty picture of, everything it's got for you, but this is the best life you're ever gonna live when you're trying to serve the Lord. And one little thought I had on that verse 10, I can see, I'm sure a lot of people misinterpret that, where we all appear before the judgment seat of Christ. That's not after we die. That's, I guess I got two different thoughts on that. You know, you have to come to that judgment of Christ, when you're seeking salvation. You have to, that has to happen here. That doesn't happen after you're gone. You got to have that fixed up, you know, in this life. And, kind of lost my train of thought there, but yeah, just like you said there, that's a day-by-day thing. You know, we're gonna mess up every day. Every day we need to repent, and you know, we're judged whether it be good or bad. Some days you have good days, some days you have bad days, but you just got to get up and try again the next day and do your best we can to serve the Lord. And I believe that's about all I got. It's been a blessing to try to do this. I dreaded it. I wish I'd have had a little more. I felt like I had some pretty good notes here, but I got through them pretty quick. So, anybody else got anything? I'd love to hear it, but if not, I'm done.
Lord, you've been good to me.
Yeah.
I remember when I was lost, I was at Keith and Charlene's house, and we were sitting around the kitchen table, and Keith told me, he said, you know, we go by the Spirit at church.
Yeah.
And, I thought he was crazy.
Yeah.
I had no idea
Yeah.
until the Lord convicted me.
Yeah.
And I guess you never know when you're going to say something that's going to have an impact on somebody else's life.
Yeah.
And we need to be ready to do that.
Yeah.
I'm thankful that he was ready when he said that, but I guess I'm just thankful I'm saved, I'm thankful I'm here, and yeah, the Lord's been good to me.
Yeah. Appreciate that, buddy. Anybody else got anything? I've enjoyed it. Felt the Lord's Spirit. And that's why we're here. And I hope I said something to help somebody. So, thank you.